Hi, this is Vartika Nigam from Openthrive. Welcome to the website engagement review video series. So every week on Monday, I pick up one B2B website that gives us a lot of lessons, what to do, what not to do. And mostly I do that in terms of design, engagement, and the overall experience. So today I have this amazing website of Slack, as you can see on your screens. Like us at Openthrive, folks at multiple companies use Slack every day, whether it's for our own internal teams, partners, or clients. I could say 99% of all our conversations happen on Slack. So that's what it is. Okay, so before we jump into the review, let's look at one of the latest news that happened to Slack. It's not too latest now, it's quite some time, but it's a big one. So Salesforce acquired Slack. When this huge event happened, the whole idea, the whole message, you could say a common message that came out was that this will be the digital headquarters, the digital HQ. Okay. And after this event, a lot of messaging and the way it is presented actually changed. It was subtle, but you'll be able to spot it on their website. So let's go back to the homepage and get started now. You can see the first statement that they've made here is Slack is your digital HQ. Now, this is a huge and very confident statement. Short, but very strong statement, right? And this happened after Salesforce acquired Slack, right? So that's a very good thing to take away, right? Right at the point when somebody lands on this website, they'll see this. Okay, now it creates a curiosity. What does that really mean? Okay, so when the person would start reading forward, okay, transform the way that you work with one place for everyone and everything that you need to get things done. Okay, so now this description is a little vague. It is not telling what Slack actually is, how Slack is going to help them communicate, collaborate, like that USP thing that Slack has. It's not mentioned. It's not even hinted over here in the first part of the website. Okay, and this is something that someone is going to read when somebody lands here for the first time, right? So that was important. And then the CTAs are there. Okay, and then all these established social proof. So that's good. Okay, but up till this point, it's not clear what Slack is. I mean, assume that you've never heard of Slack. Like you've heard, but you never um, went into the details of what exactly it is. Okay, for that kind of a person, it's not clear up to this point. So now you'll say that there's a screenshot of the product. Okay, fine, that's okay. So I would say that whatever you see on your screen right now, that's called the first fold of your website homepage, website, any page, right? First fold of your page. The only thing that is making sense over here is this screenshot. Okay, rest everything, it's all vague. Okay, although this is bold, but what exactly this is not wrong. It's a bold statement. Now you have to explain it. You have to justify what are you talking about. Okay, that kind of a message should have been placed over here. Okay, and then let's move. Let's scroll down. So consider this also now. Like whatever you see in the first part of the page is all the first fold. So um, let's consider that also. Now, this part says now is your moment to build a better tomorrow. We have seen like you read it. It has still not made clear what exactly Slack is. Okay. You might know, I know, we use it, but a lot of people who don't know what this is, who are not clear what this is, they won't understand up till this point, right? It is not mentioned till now. Okay. And then there are videos. So I'm not going to play the videos right now, but I already played these videos and watched them while going through this homepage. Okay, and just for your note, I have opened Slack.com in an incognito mode so that we can see raw what exactly it is, right? So even if they've done any personalization, we won't see it over here. It's all raw without any personalization. Okay, so um, whatever videos are here, whatever content is here, it's all for that kind of a user, that kind of a website visitor who has not visited Slack's website before. This person doesn't know what this is. Okay, so let's let's keep that in mind while we are going through this website and understand where this is lacking, where this has done a brilliant job. Okay. So now this video and this content, it's all vague. I mean, it looks beautiful, it looks attractive, but if you look at the messaging, that is somewhere lost. So that is what I'm talking about. Okay. And then we come to the next section where it talks about organizing your work life. So that slightly hints, but then when you say organizing, there could be a lot of organizing could be anything. It could be a software that helps you align what you have to do every day, like a to-do list, or it's a time tracking tool. I mean, it could be anything, right? Any kind of productivity tool, right? So it's again something where that clarity of message is not coming. Okay. And then suddenly it starts talking about what are channels, create a channel. So again, these two are videos where they've explained what a channel is and how to create a channel, those kind of things. Now, this is good for those kind of people, those kind of website visitors who already know Slack, who know what Slack does, and they want to learn more about it. And that is where videos like these at this point of the website will be useful. But for someone who's new, they have not yet understood what Slack is, why would they be interested in knowing what a channel is? You getting? So that's the point I'm coming from. Okay. So that the flow of message, what's more important? You have to first uh, make that flow very clear, right? You have to make it clear why someone should go through all the content, whatever is written, the whole message, videos, and everything, how it is placed, what should come first, what should come at the end. So those kind of information is very important, right? So again, a problem right there. Focus on your time, on your own terms, and again, same thing. So we are slightly going into the features. I mean, homepage, as in when we are moving towards the bottom of the homepage, it is taking you through some of their feature highlights, I would say, right? And at this point, when somebody is not clear what exactly Slack does, they would not really be interested in knowing the features. I mean, features come next, but what Slack is should come first. Okay. All right, let's move forward. Simplify teamwork for everyone. Okay, so again, this is indicating towards what this might be, but again, this is taking you towards details of their specific features, right? Then they tell you how to get started with Slack. So you sign up, invite your colleagues, and then you get started managing your projects. So that's okay because that's how it works. So no comment on how to get started on Slack. That section is fine. Then they have some of the important resources. Now, see, these are the important resources, and just look at the first one. What is Slack? So this is what is needed at the top of this homepage, right? Maybe not saying what is Slack, but this is so important. Maybe tell it in a subtle way, give a video. This takes you to a webinar. You can see right here. What is Slack is a webinar. Okay. So when this is a webinar, it is a video, it's a recorded video. Maybe have a small clip or have a short video that explains what it is right at the top. Okay. So when we come on this homepage, right? So at the top, along with this screenshot of the product, give a video, maybe give a play button somewhere here or somewhere here, right? In this hero section, in this top section itself, so that somebody know what this is from the get-go, right? Why would people take the pain to scroll all the way down and then try to understand what Slack is? Okay. And then all other kinds of resources. All right. And then they have the CTA section and a well-structured footer section. All good there. Okay, now let's go to other pages. Okay, let's start from the navigation. Okay, so under product, they have so how are they defining the product? Starting by the product's features, and then they're explaining what channels are, and then they are explaining the digital HQ, right? How Slack is your digital headquarters, right? So that these are all nice pages, short and very crisp information. Let's quickly go through these. All have exactly same structure. I mean, slightly here and there, but almost same. You could say these are all built from a template, whatever pages are here, most of them. Okay, so these are all features. So they've listed the features in this format, and these are all nice that all the feature highlights are mentioned gradually like this. Okay, we are on the features page. And then they've tried to bundle up the features and then arranged in different sections. So that's a nice way of doing this. Okay, and then it leads you to separate pages where they explain the feature in detail. So that's very well organized, very, very well organized. Okay. Okay, all this is good. FAQ section and then done. Similarly, you go to other pages like under product. This is the channels page. Okay, so this has a slightly different page structure, right? And then it tells you how the channels work and all those things, everything about channels, and FAQ section that um, talks about specifically that. So this all is fine. Okay, and again, this page is about your digital HQ. So again, this has a slightly different page structure. Okay, so all these pages, this one is for the integrations. So integrations. So in short, all the pages, majority of the pages under this first navigation, it's all good. Similar structures, slight differences, but they have very good content, straightforward content. Like for example, you come to this digital HQ page. Now, this is where they tell connect your people, tools, customers, and partners in a digital headquarter. Break down communication silos and bring teams together around common goals, projects, and processes. So this is such a targeted and such a specific message, and this is what Slack is all about, right? And this is the kind of message that deserves to be on the homepage. Okay, so that's important. Um, that is why this page is good. Okay, and then similarly, it goes to all the other pages. Now, coming to the other pages where it's solutions, enterprise resources. So let's go to solutions page. And when we come to solutions page, now the design structure of this page is completely different from what you saw under anything that was under the product pages. Okay, so we are on the solutions page. Here we are going to see how they have positioned Slack. This is the same tool that any company would use, all the same features, right? But how this same tool could serve different kinds of purposes for different kinds of teams, right? That kind of solution based positioning is done on this very page. Okay, and they have for different kinds of teams how they can use this product. It's mentioned like this, very neatly organized, and then you can click through this and go to that specific page and read all about it. Okay, same thing, right? So in all possible ways, how Slack can be positioned, it's all mentioned here based on different kinds of teams, based on the kinds of companies, right? And the kind of the way your organization work. Are you completely remote? Do you need something to manage your tasks? So all of that, right? Um, so because Slack offers such a great integration opportunity, whatever tools you're using to do your work, whether it's a CRM, whether it's any other productivity tool like Asana or something, um, your Google Calendar, your Google Drive, HubSpot, anything, like whatever tool you're using, everything can be integrated, and all notifications or anything that happens on all those tools, you can get notified on Slack itself, so that all kinds of every activity that your team is doing, you have to do. Everything is there on in Slack, right? So that is why it says task management is also possible. So again, this is the solutions page. So this is how they have positioned Slack for different purposes, right? Okay, and then let's go to the enterprise page. Coming to the enterprise page, now this is also a slightly different page structure, okay, and a little more detailed, right? Because they have really focused on how that target audience is going to absorb the information. So when it comes to your enterprise level prospects or clients, there are few things that are very important to that kind of clients. Okay, so things like security and GDPR, like these kind of things are very important to them. So you will actually notice that, go back to any of my other website engagement review videos, and there are certain companies that have very nicely created separate pages for their enterprise prospects. Okay, and you can very clearly see how specific words have been used on those enterprise pages, right? And that's similar thing you can see over here. Slack is secure. Okay, secure or security, these words are important for everyone. Okay, all kinds of clients, but how much an enterprise level client values security, you can clearly see it on any of these good websites. Okay, so that's an important point made. And then it goes on to explain how it helps and all those things. So all good, mentioning numbers, case studies, resources, and everything. So that's nice. And then when you go to the resources page, it has laid out all the resources in different formats, like wherever they have created different kinds of insights and resources, blog, webinar, and all that. So this is that. You can filter it right here. Let's go to the pricing page. Now, okay, so pricing page, the way Slack has priced its product, it's brilliant. I mean, I think it's a highly talked about and highly appreciated method in the whole community of SaaS that the way Slack prices, let me show you, let me highlight that. See, it says per month and then it says per active user per month when paying once a year. So per active user per month. So active user means when somebody is actually using the product, right? When somebody is not using the product, you'll not be charged for that. So this is such a transparent, clean, and it comes out as such a genuine pricing, right? So no no suggestions on that. It's already too good. Okay, and then they have explained below it how it's how and everything. And then some. Okay, so on pricing page, this is where people are trying to compare or trying to maybe they are just on the fence and they are making a decision whether to go for it or not. So on pricing page, it's recommended that you place some social proof kind of things like they have done very nicely. They've listed the case studies and case studies of some of the huge organizations where people already know these companies. People, even if they've not used or worked with them, they know these names, right? So it gives them a huge credibility, some logos, right? So all this just adds on to the credibility of Slack, what it already has, right? So that was the pricing page. And then let me point out one more thing before I leave. So you looked at all these product pages, right? So notice the buttons over here. Try for free, see all features. So we are on the features page right now. Okay, this first one. Try for free, see all features. Okay, and then we are on the channels page. Try for free, see all features. Okay, and then go to your digital HQ. Talk to sales, try for free, or watch the demo. Okay, so this is fine. Although, you should not have so many CTAs in one line. Two is max. I mean, two is max. You are asking them to talk to your sales team, and you're asking them to take the trial, take the free trial, and then you're asking them to watch the demo, right? Maybe place them here and there, but uh, giving too many options to choose mostly leads to drop-offs. So that's why it's not recommended. Now, when we go to any other page, let's go to integrations. Again, try Slack, learn more, go to security, view data sheet. So that's a very specific CTA on this page. They're talking about security. So they're talking, the CTA speaks about that. Okay, and then Slack Connect. This is all good. Try now. Contact sales, right? So all these CTAs are similar. And if you notice, most of these pages have two CTAs in the hero section, all right? And when you come to the home page, again, it has two CTAs. Try for free, sign up with Google. So just because just because majority of your pages have two CTAs, it doesn't mean that you have to maintain that thing for your homepage also. I mean, it's not necessary that you have to have two CTA buttons because all of your product pages have it, right? So here, just having one CTA was more than enough. Just saying try for free was more than enough, right? You already have it. You already have the other CTA over here, talk to sales, right? So doesn't really adds to anything. And then also why I'm saying this is because when somebody signs up with Google, it'll be a free trial only. And when somebody clicks this button, try for free, again it'll be a free trial. So it's not even serving two different purposes. It is exactly the same thing, right? Whether they sign up with Google or whether they start the free trial. In both cases, it will be a free trial. So it doesn't make sense to have this one over here, right? Sorry. Now, you saw the issue with the CTA buttons over there. And now when you scroll down, I've come back to the homepage just to show you something. So you saw these two CTA buttons in the hero section, and then the next section you see the button saying watch video. And then here it says learn about the channels, it says learn about the flexible work schedule, right? Then external partners, right? And then it takes you to different kinds of resources that it has. Okay, and then they have in the CEO, like in the CTA section at the near the photo, again it has two CTA buttons, right? So they have multiple messaging and multiple CTA buttons. So the like after first issue being a vague message and vague descriptions and everything, vague videos. After that issue, the next issue is that in every section there's some different message, some different CTA, right? So in an ideal homepage, it's you shouldn't have more than one overall message and one CTA message. At max two, right? At max two messages and two CTA buttons, not more than that. Because if you have so many things to share, use the navigation. Like the first thing someone would come, they're going to explore from here. Okay. Why do you want people to land on some page which is not meant for them? Okay. You can clearly segment your audience and then take them to a specific page which is built for them. Okay. So so yeah, mix up of messages and mix up of multiple CTAs. That is something that we need to see that we are not making that mistake ever while building or while redesigning or strategizing our websites, right? So please take care of that. All right, that's it about this website. I personally love this tool. I use it day in and day out. My team loves it. So this was a review of the website from the point of engagement. All right. Now I have several other videos on this channel that where I've reviewed other websites and analyzed them for uh, design experience and engagement. So go check out those videos as well. I'll see you next week, and I think this series is so interesting. I would not stop doing it anytime soon. This is going to be a never-ending series. Now, if you're someone who is looking to redesign their website so that it actually helps their marketing and sales, right? Then do check out the link in the description below and reach out to us. Someone from my team is going to connect with you very soon. Let's discuss your case.